Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name again is OUSMANE TOUNKARA. I'm a citizen of Senegal. Senegal is situated in the west coast of Africa. Today, the reason for this video is about 2 months ago, a young man by the name of Guy Marius Sagna is being arrested by our government for speaking out, of course, against corruption and speaking out against the continued colonization of the French. Because for most of you who don't understand, after colonization, the agreement the French decide to have with our countries is that they will get no bid in our contracts, in every contract that we have, and every money that we make, we would have to save in French reserve banks. And everything that we need as a loan, the French will have to decide whether those loans to be allocated to us or not. So basically, we human beings in living in a dictatorship of the French. And if any country disagree with the French, of course, there will be a coup organized in your country, even your citizens assassinated, those who speak against them. And the world should know that. I think the world should at least take the time and see exactly what the French is doing in our countries today. Because Africa at this point should have been a very prosperous continent. Specifically, so most countries in Africa that has lots of natural resources. And that's taken away from us by this French nightmare that we're living every day. But the thing that concerns me most is that this Guy Marius Sagna is actually put in a place called Camp Penal. Camp Penal is a jail, a maximum security prison where you actually just put people who are convicted of heinous crimes. And the reason why this Guy Marius Sagna case is very disturbing to me is because there were cases before him. Like if you go today and look at cases like Abdou Karim Gueye, which was a Senegalese activist, and you go before that, you go look at Cheikh Anta Diop and Mamadou Dia and Omar Blondin Ndiaye. Omar Blondin Ndiaye, excuse the little mistake that I'm making in last name. But Omar Blondin was also a young Senegalese activist in the time of the colonization that really didn't want anything to do with the French. And of course, he was assassinated. And this is what we fear. Guy Marius Sagna is somebody who is very outspoken against the Senegalese government. I mean, he's somebody who doesn't have the luxury that I have, being in the United States and being able to speak. If I work in Senegalese land today, I would have to walk around with 10 bodyguards in order to just stay alive, because our country and our government is so corrupt today that the world is actually closing their eyes on it. And the cause of all this is this big picture that you see behind me, the scandal. So a few months ago, BBC came out with the biggest scandal in Senegalese history, which pointed fingers at our president's younger brother, Alioune Sall, who stole signing bonuses. You guys all know what that means if you sign in big contracts. So they signed the contract for BBC and Cosmos Energy, going through that big fathead white guy that you see there called Frank Timis. Frank Timis orchestrated this. Frank Timis is known as the most corrupt white man in the whole of Africa. He's not only in Senegal, but he's in every African country. And our president swear that he didn't know that Frank Timis was a corrupt guy, which was brought to him by his brother. And all the documents prepared by our Minister of Interior. Make a long story short, we want the world to speak about this Guy Marius Sagna. Guy Marius Sagna is a young Christian in a country of 95% Muslim country. If anything would have happened, and in the case of Guy Marius Sagna, there was a case of another Muslim man who actually were tidying up kids and abusing them. He went to jail and he came out the very day, because the country is a 95% Muslim and everybody did something about it. But today we fear that our president is gonna do something to this young fella by the name of Guy Marius Sagna. And we really want the world to, intervene before it's too late. Because G. Marisanya is a very brave, young, smart Senegalese citizen who does a lot for his country. I mean, to just bring a little knowledge about this young man, if you guys allow me, I'm gonna just go here real quick in my WhatsApp videos and show you a video of the young man in question, Guy Marius Sagna.
wax yàggul trop mais Sénégal mu ngi am 3900 et quelques policiers xam nga ñaata policiers moo fa war a am 15000 policiers gis nga gab bi 15000 policiers lu mu tuuti moo war a am Sénégal ñu ngi toll ci 3900.
Okay, so basically Guy Marius Sagna, this is Guy Marius Sagna, if it's being seen properly. So that's Guy Marius Sagna. He's a very brave young man who works for the Senegalese, I wouldn't say government, but he was an employee, what we call, of the system, but somebody who was alarmed very early on that the system was very corrupt and he wanted to do something about it. Obviously, that's not a very good idea in our countries. But we're asking the world basically to bring attention about this young man, distribute and share this information as much as you can worldwide. And thank you. And